Hi there, it's the DutchSimsMaster and welcome to this brand new The Sims 4 Around the World Speed Build video. So today I'm finally back with another Around the World Speed Build, which has been quite some time, but I'm back. And today I'm building a house from Indonesia, or to be exact, Bali, because yeah, that is a very famous place in Indonesia, which is kind of why I chose it, but I'll talk about that later on, because I know I've got quite some Indonesian, not only Balinese, but just Indonesian in general. I've got very many of those viewers, and they often comment that they want me to build an Indonesian house, but for some reason I didn't really manage to build one, or I just had many other ideas for houses also from other countries. But then I watched a YouTuber, Jan Olsen is his name, and he went on a holiday to Bali, and I had seen pictures of Bali already, but he stayed in this crazy private villa, which was really open. So then I thought, I'm gonna look some details up about houses in Bali, or just looking up some other pictures of other villas in Bali, and then I realized that the architecture there is kind of special, and especially the way they do certain aspects of the house is very special, because you've got very many outdoor bathrooms, for instance, which is of course awesome. So guess what I've added in this house? Indeed, an outdoor bathroom, but also I've added a very open floor plan, and also just a very open house, because that's what I saw. Houses in Bali are actually nearly not closed off, so the living room and the kitchen, often it's just open, and that's what I implemented in this house as well. And furthermore, I just kind of did my best to kind of create my own interpretation of what a Balinese house looks like. In my opinion, I know, by the way, for my Indonesian viewers, that Bali is definitely not the only part of Indonesia, and I guess you are kind of being why do you come up with Bali? Because that's I believe the most touristic place in Indonesia, and I know it's much bigger than that. It's got 16,000 islands, which is an insane number of islands, and it is a really beautiful country, I believe. But Bali in particular is really beautiful as well, I believe. So I really want to go there once. So if you live there or you've ever been there, please let me know where I should go if I ever want to go, because I've literally been looking up Airbnbs to get there, and the Airbnbs in Bali seem to be awesome, and the prices aren't even that crazy. You get an awesome villa for not even that much money, so that's really awesome. It also inspires me to build. That's kind of a little tip. If you want some inspiration, just look up on Airbnb, because there's so many cool house ideas on there. The houses there just look really cool, so I often just look there for inspiration for houses. So yeah, I'm back with the Around the World Speed Build series, like you already noticed, because you've made it this far into the video already, so then you are definitely sure that this is an Around the World Speed Build. But yeah, I'm planning on really getting this series back up to the pace which I used to be going at with this series, but it's just been going slow lately, because for some reason I noticed that the interest in the series kind of got lost by the viewers, and then it gets lost by me a little bit as well. But the interest for me is back, so I hope the interest for you, the viewers, is back as well. And then we're gonna make this series awesome again, because I've got quite some ideas for what to build. Also, if the City Life expansion, which has been leaked to come out sometime this year, if that is coming, then I can definitely build some other really cool Around the World Speed builds as well, I think. But yeah, I'm currently also thinking of maybe building an Egyptian pyramid. I know it's not a house, I'm totally aware of that, but it's the Around the World Speed Build series, not the Around the World House Build series. So that means that I can build any building from any place in the world. So building a pyramid is pretty cool, and I thought maybe I can build a modern version of a pyramid, or just implement the pyramid aspects into a build. I know that pyramids have already been built by the Sims team when the Sims 4 came out, because then you saw some pictures of that going around on the internet. It's just also in their trailers, because they wanted to show off the awesome roof tool, and that's why I created pyramids, because it's pretty cool that you can create them. But I want to create them in a little bit of a different way, otherwise it's not that creative. But yeah, as you can see, the roofing for this house is crazy. I also uploaded like a preview or just like an update of this house on my Twitter. That's what I wanted to say. And then someone also commented that the roofing was really cool of this house, and that's really what I put much effort into. I think it really turned out to look awesome, and that's kind of what Balinese architecture looks like. I really hope it's accurate. That's always the feeling I've got whenever I'm uploading like around the world speed builds, because especially for this country, I've never been there or this island. So I can't really judge whether it is actually what it looks like, but I've seen those videos by that YouTuber, and that's kind of what it looked like. It is kind of like luxurious, I think. I imagine that in Bali there's probably also people who are definitely not as well off to have like a pool and such a luxurious outdoor bathroom, but are forced to have an outdoor bathroom because they simply can't afford to have like a bigger house. So that's like the other side, but I believe this is kind of luxurious, so you've got to realize that, but that doesn't really matter often. I go for a little bit more luxurious houses, just like I did with Brazil, because still, in the end, it's an around the world speed build, but I also want to make it look cool. So that's just kind of the balance I try to create. The roof was really hard when it comes to the texture I wanted to add, because I had no idea what texture to add, because nothing really felt like appropriate. But in the end I found one. It's not the current one, but I added these wall paintings, and then I realized, wait, I'm just going to look up a picture of a Balinese house on Google and then see all the pictures you get whenever you search for something or look for something. And then the roof that I see most often, I'll just add that and see if it's like in The Sims 4, if it's available. And then I realized that's a little bit of a, you'll see in a second. I'm not going to explain it because that's kind of silly. By the way, I've started a brand new Let's Build series as well, so please check that out because it is really cool. Very many people like it, not very many people watched it yet, so therefore I want to let you know that it's online, because it is really cool, because the comments I get on it are like all positive. And I'm building a wellness center in The Sims 4, and it's very luxurious. It's going to be huge, and it's on a 50 by 50 lot. And it's going to be a combination of a spa and a gym and just a wellness center, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be pretty cool. So check out the first link in the description, and then you can check out the first episode. Here I'm trying to create that indoor-outdoor feeling, which I mentioned earlier, which I related to like Balinese architecture, so that it's very open. So I created, I left like the room of the living room and like the kitchen, I left it open so you can walk right from there into the pool. But I felt like I did have to close it off like just a way. So therefore I added this, which you just saw me create. It's like a structure of what are originally like wall decorational pieces, and I've turned that into kind of just a wall divider kind of. For the wellness center Let's Build, I use this as a fence. That's also the reason why I realized that I had that series going on, and why I did that little advertisement for my own video. Here I'm also adding like some greenery in front of the house, because I felt like that would look kind of cool. And in the end, that all these kind of things really made this house detailed and just really cool in my opinion. I really put much effort into adding details and making it look as realistic as I could, and I think I'm honestly pretty proud over the way it turned out to look like. And you can check out the house on the gallery as well, then you can just put it in your own game, see whether you like it, what I did, or maybe you can change things. If you maybe renovate it, please tag me. I believe that's possible on the gallery, and then I would love to see it. And then you can also use it for your Sims to live in, of course. Here I'm currently adding like some textures, nothing too crazy, but I just wanted to make it look natural, because that's kind of what I had in mind for Bali. It's a natural, beautiful place, so then you need some natural, beautiful landscaping / gardening as well. It's kind of closed off as well. As you can see at the left and the right side, I've added like a wall. Not like really a fence, but really a wall, because I believe many of the villas in Bali are kind of built together, like very closely together, and then those walls are like alongside each other, and then you've got like a couple of villas together. So therefore I wanted to kind of implement that idea in this house as well by adding that wall, but still making it look natural by adding like those greenery parts on it. So yeah, like I said, I'm planning on coming back with the Around the World Speed Build series more often, uploading that more often, and also I'm just going to upload a little bit more often in general, or at least that's what my plan is. Also uploading more SketchUp. In case you don't know what that is, check out, just look on my channel, look for SketchUp videos, the speed builds, because the rendering tutorials, I advise you not to watch those, because I create those for a company, and yeah, they asked me whether I could like create tutorials on their rendering program, but they're not the most entertaining to watch if you're just looking for something fun to watch. It's mainly for people looking for those tutorials, and then that company is happy as well. So advise to check out the SketchUp speed builds, because those are just really much fun. If you enjoy these Sims 4 speed builds, I really think that and if you simply like architecture in general, then you'll definitely like those SketchUp speed builds as well. The style is totally different from what I'm currently building, because it's modern and not like traditional like this is, but still it's really awesome, and I'm sure you'll like it. So just look on my channel for that. And here I'm starting what I think is the highlight of the entire house. It's the outdoor bathroom. I realized that I'd never actually created an entire outdoor bathroom, and also realized that it was perfect that is, because to be honest, I didn't initially think or I didn't start this house with the intention of adding an outdoor bathroom, but while building, or when I started the interior, or well, just before I started the interior, and I started adding like those gates and that wall around the outdoor bathroom, I realized, I will actually not be able to fit in an actual bathroom, and then I thought, I'm just going to add an outdoor bathroom, because that's just really a particular thing for Balinese architecture. So actually you're like killing two birds with one stone. Okay, I use that, what do you call it, a saying or something? I totally messed it up. Yeah, using sayings in another language, that normally I don't actually do it, but this just came into my mind for some reason. Keep in mind, by the way, that the lighting in this house is not perfect. The reason for that is because it's so open. The game actually doesn't really recognize the lower level to be indoors, because it's not closed off by walls. If you're really into The Sims or just play it every now and then, you'll definitely know what I mean, because the lighting just screws up if you forget to add one wall to the room. Well, I initially or intentionally did not add several walls to finish up the room, because I wanted to create an outdoor-indoor feeling, but therefore the lighting is not that good. That's also why I'm building this in night mode, because yeah, I can just see it much better in this way, because in the daytime the lighting is just terrible. But yeah, if you don't really like that, you can just add a wall and maybe add like very many windows to still have that feeling. But I just wanted to create it like this, because I felt, this is a very special part of Balinese architecture, and it's a very special part of the house. So that's why I just decided to leave it this way. By the way, you can check out my Instagram Instagram page, I guess, as well. It's at DutchSimsMaster, and then you like see pictures of houses that I'm building, so previews. Also on the story feature, I upload like previews, and also you see like pictures of me when I travel or do anything else. So that's pretty cool, and then it's always good to be able to interact with you guys a little bit more, and I feel like social media just really helps with that. My opinion on the interior in general is that I kind of rushed it. I felt like I've got an outdoor bathroom already, so that's really cool, and then the rest, yeah, I did it a little bit too quickly. Also because of the lighting, I wasn't really motivated to make it look really cool, because I felt like, in the end, it's not going to look that good anyways because of the lighting. So, yeah, I'm sorry for that, but you can of course always change the interior if you want to, and it's not terrible, but it's definitely not like the best interior ever. But that's also because it's more of a traditional build. So with traditional builds, often I don't really know how to furnish that. You know, I'm better at furnishing like modern houses or modern interiors. You'll notice that it's kind of modern on the lower level because I noticed that the interiors of those Balinese luxurious houses are often kind of modern, so that's kind of the way I thought. Here I'm also adding lighting because I realized I nearly never add lights to the house or houses I build, and in this one it would actually look really cool when I added lighting, so I did. So yeah, please let me know what you think of this house. Leave a like rating on the video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this, and then I hope you enjoy the overview, and also I hope to see you back another time.